Hey, beautiful souls, it's Chosen One, your coach's favorite coach. Welcome to my empath point of view. In today's video, we'll be diving into a topic that every empath needs to hear. Why constantly putting others first isn't as noble as it may seem. We'll be unpacking the real impact of sacrificing yourself to support others and why self-care is actually essential for you and those that you love. If you've been running on empty, believing it's just part of the empath journey, I'm here to challenge that belief. We'll explore how skipping self-care affects your subconscious mind, drains your energy, and ultimately holds you back from truly showing up. So let's break down why self-care is anything but selfish and why it's time to start filling up your own cup. I'm going to talk to you about something close to home for so many of you. Something we don't often say out loud but feel deep down inside. The title of this video says it all. Now granted, the topic of self-sacrificing may be foreign to some of you. I want you to imagine a car. We often think about our energy and compassion as a never-ending gas tank, but that's not true, right? If you keep driving without refilling, you eventually end up stranded and stuck. And when we're stuck, we're of no help to anyone else. Yet, so many empaths do just that. They drive themselves to empty, thinking that's what it means to care. Some people don't even know what self-care truly means or how it fits into their lives. Maybe you've never felt the need to focus on it, or you're unsure where to start, and that's completely okay. You're not alone in this. Better late than never, right? Starting now can make all the difference. Self-care is a journey, and it's one that so many of us are still learning to embrace. Let's take a minute to explore this on a deeper level. Empaths have an incredible gift, a powerful ability to feel what others are going through. But here's the truth. If your conscious mind is constantly pushing you to give, your subconscious is quietly building resentment, exhaustion, and depletion. You might think, well, I can handle it, or even let your ego whisper that it's noble to give every ounce of yourself. But in reality, you're draining yourself, and that depletion, it affects everyone around you. If you're giving from an empty cup, you're not really giving, you're only scraping the bottom. And the most dangerous part, when we push past our limits for too long, we enter autopilot mode. Our subconscious mind takes over, numbing us just enough to keep going, but not enough to keep growing. You may find yourself physically present with loved ones, but emotionally, you're not really there. Excuse my voice. I'm under the weather, so I'm sounding a little raspy. You're high functioning, but that's just another way of saying you're hiding. Hiding the fatigue, hiding the feeling of always being drained. It's like you're barely afloat, simply treading water, only one small wave away from sinking to the bottom. I've been there. I know what it feels like to keep pushing through, believing that rest is a luxury. But let's challenge that belief. Sacrificing ourselves, constantly putting others first, is not some badge of honor. It's actually a disservice, not only to yourself, but also to those you care about. Because when you give from a place of depletion, you're not fully present. You're a version of yourself running on empty, trying to hold things together with what little energy you have left. You see, when we don't set boundaries, when we skip the care our own souls desperately need, we're operating out of the ego's need to feel useful or needed. But deep down, our higher, enlightened self knows better. The enlightened self knows that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. It's a way of, for instance, replenishing our energy so we can actually show up in our lives with authenticity and groundedness. By tending to ourselves, we're honoring the powerful empath that we are, allowing ourselves to be truly present and impactful. So let's get real for a moment. What if you prioritize yourself? What if you allowed yourself the space to recharge, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, as well as spiritually? What if setting boundaries is what would actually allow you to give more, to show up fully instead of halfway? I want you to think about this. When you set boundaries, you're not saying no to the people you care about. What you're saying is yes to a healthier, more balanced version of yourself. A version that can love deeper, show up with clarity, and create meaningful connections instead of just going through the motions. The truth is, choosing self-care is a radical act of love for both yourself and those around you. So the next time you feel guilty for resting, for saying no, or for taking time to nurture your own spirit, remember, when you give from an overflowing cup, that's when your love and support become truly powerful. You owe it to yourself and to everyone you care about to be fully present, energized, and whole. Real giving starts with filling yourself up first. As always, thank you for listening to my empath point of view. Until next time, bye.